Hello and welcome to another edition of the Poetry Hour. This is the Primary Source Media, and I am your host Ousman Fanneh. This is a podcast where we invite poets and poetesses to talk to us about their interest in poetry, what really motivated them, how their journey began, and of course, what are some of the challenges that they face but still try to strive in. Today with me, we have Abubakar Jileng, the mind's eye. Let us get started and know how it unfolds. Abubakar, can you please introduce yourself to us?
Thank you, Usman. It's a pleasure to be here. I am Abubakar Jilan, known as the man's eye.
Yeah, that is so, you know, good of that. Okay, Abubakar, how do you first start writing poetry? Like, what gave you the inner zeal, the motivation to start off, taking up that pen and then start writing?
All right, I'm glad you asked that question. Well, for me, I've been exposed to arts at a young age. Just to make it brief, my life was a form of a triangle. It was like from school, home, and then that. So that was how everything started.
Okay.
It was all done in the guidance of my dad. He will make sure that I watch news. He will make sure I listen to documentary. He will make sure I read. He will make sure I listen to stuff that will shape me. And then coming towards to 2019,
Okay.
that was when everything started. I was taught by Mr. Gay. He's a teacher in Kotu
Okay.
currently. He's taught me for like 3 years, and then that was from grade 10 to grade 12,
Okay.
which fall on 2019.
2019.
Yeah. So being in the literature class, it has been so much joy, even though at the first part it wasn't that because it wasn't my plan.
Okay.
But everything started to felt good and it was so amazing. Then later I first wrote the first poem that I wrote, he reviewed it and then he showed me ways to make it much better. And then from that moment I realized that this is something that I love and I just have to keep doing it. So
That was the beauty of literature.
yeah,
And Abubakar, you have answered our first and second question simultaneously. That is like who inspired you in the beginning?
yeah, for sure.
That was your first literature teacher,
Mr. K, that was when I realized that this is something that I'm good at it.
Okay.
But if I have to give all credit to anyone, it has to be my dad because he's the one who shaped me. Yeah,
That was when you first started, building inspiration.
exactly.
Okay. So we'll go on about poetry. So what are the topics that you write on? Like where do you usually find your motivations to select a particular topic and then start writing your poems?
It depends. Yeah, sometimes it depends on the mood which I am.
Okay.
Yeah, but basically it's mostly about the things that we feel and see,
Okay.
the societies, pain, culture,
Okay.
and little things about government.
Okay.
Yeah,
So those are some of the topics that you write on.
yeah, of course.
Okay.
But still now there is more to come and which will be seen by the world with time. But for now, these are the ones that I'm focused on.
Oh yes, and I for one, I can't wait to see some of those things that have come.
Of course.
Sure.
Yeah.
So how do you turn those emotions, you understand, into poems that people can relate to? Like you made mention of like sometimes when you are alone, you build up inspirations, and then sometimes you read about being about culture, about a little bit about government.
Yeah.
So how do you turn those emotions, being culture, those things?
Well, that comes with being fed with much information because without information, there is nothing we can do. It's just the key of everything. Personally, I also write about my personal struggles when it comes to life in general, like relationship, not only in the dating scene, but a relationship in general.
Yeah.
Because love is my muse, and talking about love, it covers almost everything in the world.
Okay.
So it's a versatile thing.
Yeah, sure. So about friendship relations,
Exactly.
family relations,
Yeah.
and so on.
Mhm.
Okay.
So it's much easier to turn these things into emotion, and sometimes it's not even about whether it is happening or not. As a poet, you can just position yourself in that situation. All right.
like in order to make your viewers or your readers more,
Exactly.
interested and
Exactly.
also seeing themselves in the poems.
Exactly.
So that is very good. So which of your poems do you like most? And then, if possible, can you share it with us?
With regards to that, I don't have any I would say is my favorite, to be honest with you. But for one thing is for certain, for me personally, if I am to write anything, I just attach my heart to it and do it
Okay.
all my best. Make sure that everything is intact. So,
Make
and
sure
then,
it is catchy.
exactly, that's just it.
Okay. So, like coming down to you yourself in particular, like what is that one poem that you know that like it touches your heart so much, like
Like,
it
like I
catches
said,
your interest?
like I said earlier, I can't tell exactly what is what. Everything that I write about or talk about is just part of me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just part of me. So that's just it. It feels good to talk about all of them. It feels good to
Yeah.
share with people. It feels good to
Okay.
see people resonate about it.
Sure, sure,
Yeah.
sure. So, if possible, can you recite one poem for us today?
Yeah, of course I can do that.
Okay. We would love to hear about it.
It should be a pleasure. This was actually a debate between
Okay.
I and a friend, and then I also a colleague.
Okay.
Yeah, the title of the poem is Heartbreak. So I will read few lines in my stanza and then few lines in her stanza.
No problems. No
Yeah.
problems.
Yeah, it goes. Heartbreak. My heart was broken, but I never spoke about it. It was unlawful. Now I want to be careful. This was my line. And now I'm going towards reading the line of my partner.
Okay.
She said, my silence was loud, my tears never proud,
Okay.
while pain and regret echo within.
Okay.
Two hearts itching, but one tried. So let me just stop here.
Okay. So this one is more like a collab between you and your partner.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So coming down to that one, how do you call it? Onto the challenges. That is challenges and growth. Like, what are the challenges you face as a poet, and how do you deal with them? Like you yourself as a writer.
Personally, I would say writer's block, which is almost everyone's challenge. Yeah, it do happen. Naturally, it's something part of the journey.
Yeah.
But I was able to be better compared to then because those days is the way I handle it is kind of different from how I handle it
Okay.
now.
Now,
So
yeah.
for now, I just want to make sure that I'm intact in everything that I want to write about, so that
Okay.
when the time comes, I do what I gotta do, and then that's just it. Aside from that, anything else, I would just see it as a challenge for myself to
Okay.
grow in it because uh, some people will be like, okay, I need support. You need to do better before you have the support because people have to see what you are there and then do it.
Okay. So
Of
in your
course.
point of view, you are like, I need to start from somewhere before helps come.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
And I'm so much glad people are helping at this point. There are some
Okay.
people who are giving that emotionally and somehow, the money, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
could remember I won Writer of the Month in May, the Young Writers Association, and then someone gave me $500, and that was done privately, just to show his appreciation.
Okay.
And aside from that, people have been helpful, honestly
Okay.
speaking.
People have been helping on that.
Eh,
Okay.
as I said, I just have to be the one to make the difference, and things will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No problem. So what are some of the challenges, like real challenges that you face? Is it financially or is it, you know?
Of course, financially, I mean, as you, we all have that desire of making things happen.
Okay.
Just to reflect it on what I was saying, as of now, I just want to make things so much better for myself to the extent that, like, anything that has to come, there should not be question marks. It just has to be what it has to be, and then life goes on.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That is it. So now, like, do you have any future projects or collaboration that you want to do with some poets and the like?
Yeah, of course, that would be. For now, I've been had about almost close to 10 with Gambians.
Okay.
Close to 10.
Collaboration.
Yeah, different from people that I had with outside, like the Nigeria, Malawi, and with time, Sierra Leone too will happen, Ghana will happen. So the list goes on. There are so many to do. Yeah, but with time, all those things will be fulfilled.
Okay, so do you have a future project that you are working on, like that you know that when it is out, boom, that one is a big thing?
Currently, I don't have any future project that I'm working on. So personally, I'm trying to develop on myself
And your
and
skills and so.
and yeah, of course,
Okay.
and keep the focus on it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just it.
So, what are some of the advice that you would give to the young poets and the aspiring poets? People that you know that they would want to take the pen and start writing, but right now they have nowhere to begin or they have nowhere to, start.
Yeah, that do happens. I will suggest they do try and realize themselves first because nothing can happen without that. Try and take that journey to discover yourself, who you are, what you love, and keep doing that. So if it falls into literature and poetry specifically,
Okay.
read. Trust me, you have to read. You have to read. Like for me, every day I read.
Okay.
I read every day. You have to read and try to be authentic. Choose a way that will work for you and make the way better. You don't have to copy from others. You can only learn from them, but don't copy from them. That's just it.
Very good. So, what is your final word to the people or to the fans out there?
It's it's a pleasure to be here. I'm so much glad about this opportunity, and I would use this opportunity as well to show my appreciation to what you have been doing. Yeah, before coming, I've checked at least a brief of what you are doing, and then from what I have gathered, I'm so much glad. I mean, we are young people, and it's good to help each other, which is very necessary. So, with regards to my fans, I'm so much glad for the help they have been doing, and so much, especially to my family, bro. They are really a great pillar in my journey. Me as an individual and whatsoever I'm doing, they are really trying. So I'm so much helpful to everyone who has been supporting.
Okay.
Let's keep the journey going. So with time, we will all grow.
Sure.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, Abu Bakar, known as the man's eye. And thank you so much to our wonderful viewers, our wonderful listeners. This has been the Poetry Hour, and this is the Primary Source Media. I am your host, Ousman Fanneh, and let us keep going. Keep liking, keep sharing, and keep commenting. We are solely waiting for your comments. Thank you so much.